Hello, my friends. We are starting with 7 Om mantra chanting. So, again, hello, my friends. We are starting our 6th class. How are you doing? How was your practice during the weekend? Are you practicing? If you have questions regarding the practice, you are always more than welcome to write them in this chat or in the comments after the video goes live as well. Always give me your likes, subscribe, that helps. And let's get started. So today the class will be more dedicated to learning about posture and practicing posture. We will start with posture that is ideal for all of us to have, standing and sitting posture. I will talk a bit about that. We will do some exercises to improve our posture. And after this, we will get into posture practice, into asanas, because Sanskrit word asanas, yoga asanas, asana means posture. There are different postures. So today we will have some physical good training, stretching and training as well on the mat. And this is what we will dedicate our today's class. At the end of the class, yes, we will also do some relaxation, which is always a very important part after asanas, to incorporate the benefits of the work done. So we can start with standing up, because we will start with standing posture. So stand up and observe how are you standing. Observe your posture. Do you feel straight, or do you feel more kind of slumped in, forward? Observe how you are and start improving your posture. Now, what does it mean to be improving your posture? I think many of us will think that yes, it is to stand more straight, and generally, yes, this is true. While you are standing, aware of your current posture, while you are trying to improve your posture, whatever it means. We will practice soon about what is the way to improve posture. Before that, I would like to say that the way we stand, the way we sit, the way our posture is actually very important for a many different number of reasons. I would like to start with that the way you hold yourself, the way your posture is actually the way you are going to feel, and the quantity of energy that you are going to have. Your posture affects your focus and also your physical strength as well. If your posture is not good, then emotionally you will feel worse. And I guess you could even observe it in people. Uh, for example, if somebody is having a normal posture, but then that person receives a really bad news, really bad news, something has happened, something terrible has happened, it is very likely that suddenly the posture of that person will change, because the way you feel is the way you are going to hold your posture as well, which interestingly the same applies to your breathing. The way you feel is going to be the way you breathe, and the same is the way you feel, the same way your posture will be like. And the interesting thing is that by improving your posture, you can also improve the way you feel. I would like to also mention that if you have a bad posture, not only you will feel worse, but you will also have less energy. And having your posture well, having your body kind of more straight, will also give you more energy, more prana force, because more energy is going to travel up and down your spine. Your spine, your body connects the earth beneath you and the skies above you in energy ways, in energy currents. And therefore, if you position your body better posture, more straight, let's say, then more energy will go through you, and basically you will have more energy than otherwise. Another important thing is how posture affects your physical body and physical health. Because if your posture is bad, you will be doing harm to your body, to your spine, and to the joints of your body, to the muscles. There will start appearing imbalances in your muscular structure and in the strength of your joints, and some of the joints, some of the structures of your body will be receiving too much pressure, while the other parts which should be receiving pressure will not be receiving pressure, like gravitational, the gravity our body weighs. So if your posture is bad, then you will start having issues with your health, with your joints, with your spine over time. But if your posture is good, then you will not have those issues. Also, if your posture is good, you will be more strong physically, because you know a better way to hold yourself, a more efficient, a more powerful way, a more efficient way. And if it is more efficient, more balanced, you will be more powerful. So you will be able to exert more pressure. For example, in exercises that you may be doing, even if you're going to the gym or lifting something overhead, or doing something, uh, having a good posture makes it safer for you to do all of these exercises, and makes you stronger. Do you want to be stronger? We all want to be stronger. Another thing, physically, good posture may mean that you can become taller. in, in Yes, because when you become more straight, you become more taller. So I think that's not a problem either. We don't mind becoming taller. Another thing to say is, while the most important thing is how posture affects our own feelings and well-being and energy levels and physical strength, but it is also important how our posture affects other people. What do I mean? If your posture is bad, other people will see you kind of as a other people will see that you have less energy, that you are likely sad, you are likely low on energy, you are likely withdrawn, you are likely are not going to be able to engage with them, and you are likely weaker psychologically, emotionally, physically, and therefore many people unconsciously will not want to have much to do with you. You will not be like appealing to them, or what's the word, you will not be interesting to other people if you are kind of, crippled in a bad posture. And the people of other sex will also see it less attractive, definitely. If you want to look good, you may put some jewelries, you may put some, I don't know, some things, put good clothes to look good, but if your posture is bad, no matter how many golden rings and chains you will have, or even how big muscles you will have, it will not look good. The first things first, the basics matter, and the posture is that important thing. If you want to really look good to other people, and I guess we all want to look good to other people, posture is the, the one of the first things to take care of. So it is very important. And also, if your posture is bad, then many people, good people, will not be interested in you. However, your posture may show kind of weakness, and bad people, people who want to misuse, who want to abuse, they may see you as a possible victim to rob, to assault in one way or another. Because you are weak, they see you as weak, and in fact you will be weak because you will feel weak. If your posture is bad, you will feel accordingly. So by itself, you will have less energy and less courage in yourself, less power in yourself, less trust in yourself, less confidence. So for all of these reasons, it is very important how is our posture. And these are the basics, but basics are the most important things actually. And many of us, especially in today's world, don't have those basics right. Many of us glued to the screens, to the smartphones and computers, and it affects the posture. Physical inactivity also affects the posture. So this is important. What are the ways to improve posture? Well, first of all, before continuing to talk and talk and talk, let's do some active posture improvement so that we all stay active, because I've asked you to stand and observe your posture. Are you still doing that, or have you forgotten about that? So yes, stand and observe your posture. And now we will want to go and improve our posture. So let's start an exercise, posture exercise. Observe your feet. And well, first of all, you can look down and see how they are. Are they symmetrical one with another? How are they pointed? Because if your one foot is pointed forward and the other foot is pointed kind of sideways, that is not the best posture to have. So you want both of them, both of your feet be kind of symmetrical. Both of your feet can be pointing exactly forward if you want, or if you want, it is usually more comfortable and more natural to point both feet slightly outside, both of them slightly outside. It is usually a more natural way for the hip joints to hold our feet. So that's the first thing. And now feel your feet. Which of them receives more weight? Or is the weight evenly distributed between your left and right feet? In other words, are you standing and putting more weight on one of the foot than the other one, because you want to distribute the weight equally between your left and right feet. So do that. Feel the weight on both of them is kind of equal. All right. Now observe. Are you putting more weight on the inner sides of your feet or on the outer sides of your feet? Where is more weight, on the inner sides or the outer sides? Try to feel that. It may be that you have more weight on the outer side, slightly bit more, but now is a way to even the weight. It doesn't have to be too much inside nor outside of your feet. At the center. And now feel whether more weight is falling to your heels or to your toes. How is the weight distributed? You can even rock yourself slightly forward and backwards. So obviously when you rock yourself forward, you will have more weight on your front part of your feet, on your fingers and toes and such. And when you rock yourself back, you're going more into the heels. So try to find the sweet spot, the best one to hold your weight. The most stable one, the most efficient one. And you will likely find that the ideal place is a bit in front of your heels, as if it was here, right? The front part of your heels, kind of. That is where you hold the weight of your gravity, of your body, over your feet. All right? Now that we have adjusted our feet, let's continue, and now let's feel the hips. The hips. Where are the hips stacked on top of your feet? On those points, as I have said, slightly in front of your heels. Because your hips should be stacked above around this area. You don't want to move your hips too much forward, nor you want to move your hips too much backwards. So you find the place where to place this weight of your hips over the feet, over the points in the feet that we have just found. So you want your hips to be in the same line as that point, a bit in front of your heels. Obviously, you don't want your hips neither more to the left nor to the right. You can also be aware of this. Observe how your body is, observe how your glutes are, how your buttocks. There is slight activity, slight tension to support the weight. There is slight tension in some muscles throughout your body to support you standing, because if your muscles completely relaxed, you would collapse. So some of your muscles, or actually many of your muscles, are active to support your body standing. Feel the activity of your glutes. You can even activate them a little bit more if you want. And feel the activity of your abdomen, your core. These two muscles are important when considering the position of your pelvis and your hips, what we have just been working on, the hips and the placement of the hips over the feet. Okay, now shift the attention to the thorax, the chest, because the chest also has to be in the same line as the points in your feet, and as your hips. Your chest is stacked on top, neither more forward nor more backwards. So feel. This is a meditation in itself, a concentration, and actually not an easy one. It can be quite complex to feel this unfelt feelings, trying to feel the gravity of your body, the gravity of your chest, of your thorax, where it falls on the ground. And now we know where to stack it. The chest is on top of the same points on the feet and on top of the same point or points of the hips. Okay. And now the same goes with the head. Feel the weight of your head and where is it falling. If you have a protracted forward head, then it is likely the weight of your head is gonna be more forward on your than it should be. So move your head slightly backwards. You can kind of tuck your chin in, move your head back, but also your chin more inside. So this way you move your head backwards and the weight aligns with your body weight line. All right. And now feel your whole body. How is it? How is it feeling in this position? Try to remember, internalize this feeling of improved posture or different posture. It may feel somewhat strange and not natural, but as you keep on doing this exercise, you will go on improving your posture if it needs to be improved. And even if your posture is great, doing an exercise such as this one we have just done is another way of getting to know and feel your body more, which will improve your body in a number of ways. It will make it more efficient, your posture more efficient, and you will also be more aware and more meditative of your own body. So even if you have a good posture, this exercise is still a good exercise. So keep on standing, and as you maintain this posture, you can also imagine pulling your spine upwards, elongating your spine up. You can imagine that on the top of your head, there comes out a hook kind of, and the rope is tied to that hook, and that rope is pulling you upwards. You are being pulled up from the top of your head. And try to imagine and do physically with your spine, with your body, to elongate it. As we stand like this, aware of our body, I want to say a few more things. So, good posture and importance of it I have just spoke to you about. Good posture, yes, of course, you can do this exercise that we have just done. It's an important tool, very, very good. But doing physical asanas, yoga asanas, physical stretches, and also physical training improves our posture by itself as well. Many times bad posture is attributed to weak muscles or inflexibility, and therefore by training your strength and making yourself more flexible if that is needed, you will by itself improve your posture. Therefore, yoga asanas, the yoga postures, not just standing, tadasana, samasthiti, standing asana, but many different other asanas, bending, twisting, and such. These asanas, they teach your body to have a better posture. They make you more flexible, they make you more strong, and your normal posture will be improving by itself. People who started to do asanas yoga, their posture is usually improving over time. And another thing that helps also with, or can help a lot with posture improvement, is strength training, muscle training, uh, especially muscles of your back, your upper back, of your core, of your glutes. These muscles will make you stand and sit more straight. Uh, Therefore, going to the gym or doing different types of strength and weightlifting exercises also have good benefits for posture improvement if you do it a sensible and balanced way. Let's leave it with that. Okay, aware of the body, standing. This is our meditation now. Elongating the body upwards. Good. I will show you an exercise that you can do to also improve your posture. Standing by the wall exercise. You can do this as well with me. If you have a wall somewhere close, then you can do this with me by placing your phone maybe somewhere else if needed, or maybe even have it in your hands. So I have this wall behind me, and I'm gonna do an exercise to improve my posture. So basically you stand a little bit in front of the wall, I don't know, some centimeters away, and get yourself to the wall. Get your buttocks, they are touching the wall. Also feel your shoulder blades, they are touching the wall, and also your head, the back part of your head is touching the wall. All right. Now, observe how is your lower back. Is it curved? Because if it is curved, you will easily be able to put your arm behind your lower back. You don't want this. You want there to be less curve in your lower back. And therefore, pull your lower back towards the wall, and you can do this while also tensing, engaging your abdominal muscles. When you engage these muscles, you will also feel that your back is going towards the wall. And as you do this, also imagine yourself elongating your spine, elongating this area of your spine, your lumbar spine, elongating, make it longer, and make it closer to the wall, and make it longer up. Okay, that is not that easy. And your shoulder blades are touching the wall, but you can also press your shoulder blades or your shoulders slightly backwards, and also be aware of what is the position of your hands, because bad thoracic posture usually means that hands are normally more like this, with palms facing backwards. This is not a good posture. A normal standing posture, a good posture, would be palms facing thighs. However, we can, doing this exercise or standing exercises, we can rotate our hands outside, externally rotate them, as if palms facing forward. This will make our shoulders go even closer to the wall, touching the wall. This opens the chest, this improves thoracic posture. So do this, and again, the back part of your head is also touching the wall. So be like this. It's an exercise, and stay like this, and you can stay like this for, you can set a timer, maybe 5 minutes or something, and just stand like this. You will likely find this exercise quite not that easy. It can become quite difficult, boring and difficult, but this is a great exercise. Time-proven exercise. Okay, so let's continue a little bit more, while at the same time elongating the spine upwards. The body doesn't feel very natural standing like this, but this posture, this exercise will improve the way we stand. Now there is another exercise to be done also by the wall. A very good exercise, which I will show. Wall angels, it is called. It's another exercise which is usually more difficult than it appears. So for this, you stand by the wall with your back to the wall, and you put your hands in this position, both of your arms. You cannot see my right arm, I guess, because of this. I cannot move more myself to the center, but you stand like this. Your elbows are touching the wall, and also try to touch the wall with your hands, with your back part of your hands, not the palms, but the other side. Try to touch it, while at the same time maintaining your back straight, your lower back without curving itself. Also your head also touching the wall. It is probably feel like a good stretch. And from this, slowly move both arms upwards while maintaining them as close to the wall as possible. Ideally, they should be touching the wall throughout the movement, and then go down again with your arms, with your elbows still touching. Okay, and let's make a few repetitions. While inhaling, you can lift your arms up, while exhaling down, all of the time pressing them backwards into the wall. If you cannot touch the wall, don't feel bad. It is actually a very difficult thing to do. Even myself, part of the motion, I'm my arms get away from the wall right now. But by itself, as an exercise, this will help a lot with your thoracic posture, your shoulder health, and many good things. This exercise also strengthens and trains your upper back muscles. You may feel the heat, the fatigue in these muscles of your upper back. It is because you are training them. Okay? All right. One more. And down. All right, and we can leave the wall. And again, stand. Body straight. Observe your posture. And observe how you feel now after this exercise by the wall. How do you feel now? Likely body feels more warmed up. It was actually an exercise. Training muscles as well. Flexibility as well. Observe your normal posture now, the way you are standing now. And likely you will find that the posture feels more easy. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Sorry for the issues, some issues with my daughter. So I will attend those issues later after the class. Now we continue. So continue standing, observing yourself, and how these exercises that we have just done have impacted the way your posture feels now. Your posture should feel better. You should be standing more powerful. And also observe how this makes you feel within. Do you feel somewhat more energized, somewhat more opened to the world? Okay, so this is the standing posture, and you can do this as an exercise, and you can find many opportunities to do this exercise, even when you are on the street. If you are, for example, you are walking your dog, so try to walk like this with your back more straight, with yourself more straight. If you have to stand somewhere in line, you can also use that time to observe your posture. Do the exercise which we have done recently. And if you have a wall, you can do these more difficult exercises by the wall. Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue with more yoga asanas, more different stretches for the body. Okay? So let's start with standing poses. And let's stand with Namaste, upwards, inhale, and stretch yourself upwards. And you can also bend yourself backwards. Bring your arms also backwards and down, while also trying to have them kind of straight, your arms. Feel the stretch happening not only from your lower back, but also from your hip flexors. As if you're trying to move your hips more forward, you can engage your buttocks, squeeze them, pushing your hips more forward. And also bring your arms more back, your arms more back, your arms more back, and you will feel a good stretch in your thorax, in your upper back. Okay, come back to the vertical position, and when exhaling, lower your Namaste, palms down. Now, let's bend forward. We can do this while exhaling as well. Slowly bend forward with the legs straight, or if you need, you can bend them a little bit and feel the stretch. Feel the stretch of your back and your whole posterior chain actually. You can let your hands hang loose, or you can put them on the mat if you want. Keep yourself in this stretch, or if you want to make it somewhat more difficult, you can lift your hands behind your back. You can interlace your fingers of your hands, and you can even straighten your both arms up and towards your head. So here you are stretching at the same time different parts of your body. Okay, lower the arms, the hands, and let's get back up slowly. All right. Observe how you feel. How is the blood flowing? If after getting up like this you feel kind of dizzy, then a thing for you to know is After staying more time in the down position like this, when you suddenly get up, or even in your daily activities, if you're kneeling somewhere and you suddenly get up, and if you feel like you are starting what's the word, faint, lose consciousness, like you kind of become dizzy when you suddenly stand up, then for you it could be uh, good to try, when standing up, when rising, exhale, not inhale but exhale. Usually in yoga it is said that when you get up, like in Surya Namaskar, the sun salutations, that when you are going up you inhale. In energy terms, this is great. When you go up you inhale. However, if you have this situation with you kind of becoming dizzy, then you can actually try, every time you get up, or when you feel that this is likely to happen, the dizziness, then when getting up you exhale. And when you get up, another thing, if you are kind of still dizzy, another thing to make you sustain yourself is squeeze your glutes. You can even squeeze your legs or your core, but more than anything else, you can squeeze your glutes, and this would help with the blood flow so that you don't feel dizzy. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right, continue. Let's take the arms in this position and stretch ourselves to the right side. Back to the center and then to the left side. Now the same thing, straighten your arms upwards and again to your right side. And then back to the center and then to the left side. Back to the center, lower the right arm on your thigh and again bend yourself laterally to the right side, as if you're trying to grab something with your upper arm and you have to stretch more to reach it. Back to the center, lower the arm, lift the other one, lift your right arm and bend to the left. Place your lower hand on the knee or on the thigh. All right, and get back. Now we want to stand kind of in the front position of the mat, because we're gonna move our legs backwards. You cannot see my head now, but soon you will see my head. So bend yourself forward again. And from this position, let's warm up our legs, our knees. Do this by bending both knees like this and then extend them. Your arms where you want. They can be on your legs, on the floor, or in the air. Basically, this is a warm up for your knees. Every time you bend them, inhale, going down, and then exhale, extending your legs, going up. Repeat. Repeat. All right, and from this position, your right leg, move it backwards. Your front leg, bend it, lowering your hips, your pelvis, lower. This kind of stretch. Lowering your hips makes you feel a stretch in your hip flexors of your right leg, the straight one. Okay. Feel the stretch, but at the same time feel your whole being. Feel your breath. How are you breathing? Let's change the position. Let's come back. Right leg forward. Now repeat the same with the left one. Left leg back. The front one bent. And again lowering the hips. The knee, the rear, the back knee is kind of straight, lifted. And stay aware. Stay aware of your blood flow. Of your breathing. Okay, and back. Let's put the left leg forward again. Okay, and let's rise up, whether inhaling or exhaling. Standing again. Observe the posture. How is the posture now? And continue. Right leg again. Right leg goes backwards. We will do Warrior One, Virabhadrasana I pose. In this pose, the front foot is facing forward. Front foot forward. The toes are facing forward. The back leg, the back foot, is facing in between sideways and forward. So in between this and that position, whether you see it or not, the toes are pointing there. Now, hands on your hips. Twist your hips forward. You will feel a stretch in your hip flexors. Front leg, bend it until ideally your knee is above your heel. Maintain this position, or if you want more difficult, full Warrior One, then you can lift your arms up and stretch backwards. And stay in this pose, aware of your breathing. Your breathing is stable. Likely this is not an easy pose. It is not. Likely you are experiencing some sort of discomfort standing in this uncomfortable and challenging position. But this is a good posture, and you will soon feel the benefits of it. Okay, lower the hands, straighten the leg, and I guess using the same position we can do another asana. Bend forward, bend from your hips towards your straight leg. You can place your hands on the straight leg or the shin, or if you are more comfortable, you can place them on the mat. If it is difficult, you can also have some bricks, wooden bricks. If you want, concrete bricks also work, so that you can place your hands in a more easy, higher position. Because always be aware, you don't want to have an injury. Be careful with what we are doing here. For some people this may be easy, for some people it can be extremely difficult. And if it is difficult, be patient with yourself. You don't want to have an injury, and it is better to do less than too much. And it is also good to always remember that the most important thing is not how flexible or strong you are, but how much you can connect with your own precious vehicle of your body. Okay, let's slowly get back up, rising up, and come back to this standing pose. Repeat from the other side. Left leg goes backwards, and again, front foot facing forward, the back foot facing kind of there. Hands on the hips so that you can feel the stretch more. The hips are well aligned like this, and this part is more forward. Okay, if you front leg, yes, bend the front knee above the heel. You can stay like this, or if you want more difficult, raise your arms into the skies and backwards. Alright. Let's get back, lower the arms, straighten the leg. Next exhalation, bend forward, bend from the hips. Again, be careful with this pose. If it is difficult to have a balance, if you feel like you cannot reach the floor and you feel like falling to some side, you can always do this, as I said, with props of some kind of wooden bricks, or you can also have something by your, for example, I have this thing or some other structure, some chair you can put by yourself to help you in the poses where you need help. That's okay. That's actually a very smart idea. And again, aware of the body, of the breath. The blood flow. Okay, and let's come back up slowly without any hurry and back forward. I wanted to do with you warrior 2 as well. So okay, from this side, from the same standing pose, again, right leg goes backwards like before. I move myself so that you can see me better. From this angle, I think you will see me better. So, just like what we have just been in first Virabhadrasana, first warrior pose. But now we will start with bending the leg, again the front leg, knee over the heel. However, in this position, the hips are not facing forward, not like this, but they are facing like this. The whole body is facing right, to the right side. And then lift your arms like this and turn your head forward. This is the warrior 2. Feel the openness in your chest. Your arms are wide opened. Feel the strength in your legs. Okay, front leg, straighten it. Let's go into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So while our hips are still like this, let's bend towards the front leg and the front arm also. Let's put it on the leg where we reach it, while the right hand into the air. Triangle pose. The most important thing in this pose is to turn yourself from your hips, your chest, and your head. If you are more flexible, you can go down, you can go more down. With your hand you can touch your ankle, or if you are more flexible you can even put your hand onto the mat, onto the floor. Okay, let's do inverted triangle. Lower the right hand, put it on the floor. If you need, you can bend front leg a bit. And now let's turn to the other side and lift the left arm upwards. Conscious of your body, conscious of your breath. Okay. Lower the arm and rise yourself back into the warrior two. And from here, come back forward. Come back forward. We will do the same from the other side. I will position myself so that you can see me. Okay, we'll do the same with the other leg. So right now, left leg goes backwards. Front leg, bend the front knee. Turn your hips, your belly, your chest towards your left. The arms horizontal to the floor, and turn your head forward by turning your head right. Your palms facing downwards. This is the second warrior pose, Virabhadrasana II. Strengthening our body, strengthening the legs, but also strengthening our fire element and our willpower. This pose is likely challenging, but by staying in it, you develop these warrior qualities. Okay? Straighten the front leg. Let's go into Trikonasana triangle pose. Aware of your body, aware of the breathing. Breathing is stable, controlled. You can make your breathing slower if you want to make it more challenging. Let's move into inverted triangle. Lower the left hand, and if you need, you can bend the other leg and turn to the other side. Turn your chest right and up. Turn your head as well. Aware of your breathing, stable. And go down and come back up into warrior two. And come up back forward aware of your body, aware of your posture, elongating the body. Observe your heart beat. How is the heart beating? And the blood flowing. And how is your breathing now? All right. Let's get okay, we are in the front part of the mat. Go downwards, bend yourself from your hips downwards, and place right leg forward, place left one forward, push-up pose. Stay in this push-up position. Feeling the activation of your body. Okay, lower the knees, and let's do 5 push-ups. 5 push-ups. If you find this too easy, you can straighten your knees. Inhaling, go down. Exhaling, go up. Inhaling, go down. Exhaling up. Let's repeat. One more. Okay, now curve yourself, curve your spine like this, like upward facing dog. I will show from the side so that you can see better. And if you want more difficult, you can lift your knees as well, straightening your legs. This is going to be upward facing dog. Lower your knees, place your toes on the mat, lift your butt, downward facing dog. In this position, you can, yes, you move your hips upwards and back. You can actually take a little step forward, half a step, half a foot actually, with one leg and with another one, if you need to accommodate in this position better. And this is downward facing dog. In this position, our head, our chest, we are moving towards our feet. And this makes our arms go backwards, makes our head goes past the arms, so to say. Okay, lower the knees again. And let's get into easy kind of Cobra position. Onto the forearms, palms facing down. Lift your chest, lift your head. Air is far away from the shoulders. If you want more difficult, lift the elbows, straighten the elbows. You don't need to do all the poses in the most difficult way. Be careful, you don't want to have an injury. It is important to remember that the most important thing is not how flexible or strong you are, but how aware you can be of your body. This is meditation. Lower the elbows again, and this time extend your arms forward and up, lifting your chest, lifting your arms. If possible, try to lift your knees or your thighs as well, even if you cannot. This will activate a lot of muscles on the back of your body that you are strengthening now. Breathing, stable. Okay, move the hands backwards With hands you can grasp your ankles. Careful straightening the knees. Careful for your knees. Your chest will start rising, and maybe even your knees or your thighs will get higher. A bow pose, the Dhanurasana. Okay, lower your hands in a push-up position. Okay, let's get into push-up. Let's get into downward facing dog. Again, hips up and back. Let's get onto the knees. Kneeling position. Arms up, backwards. Backwards bend. Continue in this pose, or if you want, lower the hands, place your hands on your ankles. Camel pose. Get back, kneeling position. Turn your legs inwards, sit back, extend your legs forward. Namaste. Inhale, elongate your spine. Keep on breathing, keep on elongating. With the next exhalation, let's bend forward from the hips. Forward, forward, forward. And then slowly lowering the hands, placing them where you find within your reach, so to say. Paschimottanasana is called this asana. Aware, where do you feel the stretch in this posture? How do you feel in this posture? Because in every posture we feel different. Some postures help to activate us, make us stronger. We have recently practiced warrior pose, Virabhadrasana. And some poses like this one, Paschimottanasana, is more to, in a way, reconnect with ourselves, come back to ourselves. When we bend forward, flex forward, it is kind of more interior, more with ourselves, more kind of parasympathetic nervous system activation. So every pose has different effects for our body and the way we feel, and different consciousness. We can experience different consciousness, different feeling in each different posture, because the energy is flowing in different ways. And observing this is making the most out of yoga asanas. Making this practice into meditation is actually getting the most out of this practice. Let's get back. Let's do some turns, some twists. Right leg lifted. Let's make a few circles. 5. 5 circles to the other side. Place the foot on the opposite side of your left straight leg. Spine straight, elongate your spine. And now turn away from the bent leg, foot. Turn away from this foot. With one arm you can embrace the bent knee, and the other hand place behind yourself. Turn your chest, turn your head. Every time you inhale, you can imagine elongating your spine upwards. And every time you exhale, you can imagine turning yourself to your right even a bit more. Let's get back to the center. Let's repeat on the other side. Lower the leg. Repeat with the left one. Lift. Circles. 5 circles. To do some training, some warm up for the ankle. And at the same time, just holding this leg up in the air is a good training for abs and for hip flexors. Other way. Turn circles other direction. Place the foot over there, and let's turn to the left. So you can see me better, I will maybe do this. Okay, and get back. Raise the leg, lower it down. Now, both legs, yes, we can do both pose actually. Place them like this, bend them, hands under your thighs, bend a bit backwards, lift your leg, and maintain yourself like this. Remain the balance. If you want to make it more difficult, extend your arms. Maintain this pose. If you want even more difficult, you don't need to, but if you want more difficult, you can extend your legs up into the air. Aware of your breathing. Aware of your body. Bend the legs, the soles of the feet together, and open your legs. If you're flexible, they will reach lower and lower. If you want, you can do this kind of butterfly thing going up and down if you want. If you want, you can simply relax them. Try to maintain your spine more straight. Maintain this pose, or if you want, if you can, bend forward, bend from your hips, forward and down. If you want, you can even place your hands on top of your head, interlacing the fingers. This will make it more difficult because the weight of your arms will be pushing your body down. And slowly get back. Get back. The back is straight again. Okay. Closer, make your knees get closer. Straighten the legs. And lay down. Lay down. Right leg. Lift the right leg up with both hands under the thigh, under the knee. Kind of pull your leg closer to yourself until you can feel the stretch. Your back is not arched, your back is not curved, there is not much space beneath your lower back. You don't do it like this, but you lower the lower back. And we can make a few circles of the feet, 10 circles one way and then 10 circles another way. Another way. Lower the leg, the right one. Let's repeat with the left one. Left into the air, hands beneath the thigh, feel the stretch. And with this stretch active, you can also make the circles of your foot 10. Circles the other way, 10 circles. Lower the legs. Bend both of them. Hands under your head. You can interlace the fingers or not. Both knees bent, right leg extended upwards. Place the right thigh on the left one and bend it. Basically, both knees, both legs are bent, but the right one on top. The right one on top. And now let's turn the hips to the right. And both knees go towards the right and down. The head, we can turn the head to the opposite direction. Head to the left. Come back to the center, head and the knees. Straighten the right leg and bend it back down. Let's repeat with the other side. Now, the left leg place on top of the right one, and with the left leg on top, turn both of those knees to the left. And turn your head to the opposite direction, to the right. In this position, one of your buttocks, your right buttock, is in the air, while your shoulder blades, both of your shoulder blades are on the mat, touching the mat. And back. Lower the left leg. And now let's lift both of those legs up. Can you see me? And let's open them. And with the hands, you can touch with your hands either your legs, your shins, maybe you even reach for your toes. Legs open, and you can rock yourself a bit right, a bit left, a bit right, a bit left. aware of your body, how you feel in this position. What does this position make you feel? Aware of the breathing. Okay. Let's make the legs come closer up, and we will do preparation for the Sarvangasana shoulder stand. But again, I want to remind you, if this pose is too difficult for you or dangerous, high blood pressure, something with the head, then be very careful. You don't want to overdo. Anyways, we will start with preparation, strengthening the muscles for this Sarvangasana, and you can do this carefully. So with both arms, with palms facing down, press into the ground as if you're trying to push the ground down. You will feel the activation of your upper back muscles. You can press hard for a few seconds, maybe 7, maybe 10. It is up to you basically. And then relax and stay for some time relaxed. Then repeat. To make it more difficult, while at the same time you are pressing down with your hands, you also engage your abdomen, your abs. And imagine as if you are trying to lift your butt, lift your buttocks. If you are very strong, you will be able to do this. And you can even go into full Sarvangasana this way. But if it is too difficult and you want to do Sarvangasana, shoulder stand, again, be careful with your head, with your neck. Better don't have any necklace on your neck. With the momentum, by bending your knees and then extending them, while pressing also with your arms down, you will get into this position where you will place your hands onto your hips, accommodate them on your hips, and first stay in an easier position, maybe with your knees somewhat bent if you want, and feel the blood flow. Where is the blood flowing? Maintain this position. If you want to make it more difficult, you can lift your hips more into the air and place your hands closer to your shoulder blades, closer to your upper back. Careful, be careful with your neck. You don't want to have an injury with the neck. And if you want, you can also straighten your legs into the air as well. You can engage your glutes, your buttocks, and also your abdomen. To make yourself more powerful in this pose. Aware of the blood flow towards the head. Be careful. If you feel it is going too much, then slowly go down, slowly and gently. Gently. If you want to stay a little bit longer, you can also start lowering your legs towards the side of your head. So basically, if you're very flexible, you will be able to first put your knees onto your forehead. And if you're more flexible, you can place your toes onto the mat. If you want, you can extend your arms, placing them onto the mat, or you can even interlace the fingers of both arms or both hands and straighten the arms as well. Be careful, don't overdo. If you feel it is getting too much, carefully, slowly and gently go down.
aware of the breathing. A perfect pose to practice or learn diaphragmatic breathing. Okay. Slowly we will be going down carefully and slowly we will be going hips, lowering the hips, and then bend the knees and lower them. The next pose is Shavasana, kind of a counter pose, the opposite pose of what we have just done. We have just bent forward, now we will bend backwards. So, hands under the buttocks, both hands under the buttocks, palms facing down. Lift your chest, your elbows on the mat, bend backwards, the top of your head place onto the mat, and curve your back, curve your chest, raise your shoulders into the sky. And slowly go on lowering your body. Take out the hands from beneath the butt. Okay, let's turn one more side sideways by knees, bent knees. Lift your knees a bit more so that your feet are off the ground. Hands under your head and hips. Turn your hips to the right so your both legs are going toward the right. Similar as what we have just done, but different. Then get back to the central position, the center, and now turn both of your legs and your hips towards the left. Your shoulder blades stay on the mat. Your right buttock is in the air. Face relaxed. Okay, come back to the center position. Straighten both legs. Time to do relaxation, Shavasana. So legs slightly apart, arms slightly apart, palms of the hands facing upwards. If you need, you can tuck your shoulders or shoulder blades more in. Kind of external rotation of your shoulders, and then place your shoulders down on the mat, and you will find that your arms are more turned outside, more easy. Chest is more opened. If you want, close your eyes. Myself, I will sit up so that I can guide you better in your relaxation. And observe yourself. After all of the physical postures we have done, how is your body now? Do you feel the muscular work you have done? Do you feel your muscles still warm? You have been strengthening your body, strengthening your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons, your joints. How do they all feel? Flushed with blood? Blood that brings all of the good nutrients into your tissues, making you more healthy, more strong, more flexible. How does this health benefit feel in your body? Observe. Body feels is more flexible and feels more open and relaxed. How does this feel?
All of this feels relaxing. At the same time, aware of your breathing. How is the breathing? Is breathing more relaxed now after all of these asanas? How so? What is the difference in the breathing? And again, relaxation. Aware of the whole body that is more relaxed than before. Now is the time to rest. Now the time is to relax and integrate, because during our postures and exercises, much has happened in the body. And one of the most important asanas, postures, is Shavasana, is this pose of relaxation, because here you can incorporate all of the benefits from your practice. You, by practicing asanas, you will get flexibility, you will get strength. But if you dedicate some more time for Shavasana, relaxation pose, this will help you integrate better the energy things, the prana that has been flowing in your body in each of those different postures. A lot of the things has happened in your spiritual, your energy body. And by dedicating some time in Shavasana to relax and to let those energies be absorbed and integrated is actually a very smart thing. It is important to end asanas with some of this relaxation. Maybe you are even aware of the energies flowing in your body. Some different perception in your body. Okay, we will start with physical relaxation. We will go on relaxing body part by part. Ready? Let's get started. Toes. Concentrate on both toes and relax them. Relax the soles of the feet. Relax both feet, ankles. Relax the calves and chins, your lower legs. They become looser, more heavy. Now the knees, feel the knees and let them relax as well. Bringing your attention to different parts of the body, such as the knees. Bringing your attention brings your prana, brings your chi, which helps to heal those parts of your body, strengthen and heal. And the knees are an important part of our body. Relax your knees. Now concentrate on the thighs, relaxing both thighs. Now, hips. Relax the hips. Feel the weight of the hips. These bones are very heavy. Let them be heavy. Let the hips be heavy. Your glutes, your buttocks are also there, relaxed and heavy. Now move attention to the abdomen, the belly. How is it? Is it relaxed or is it somewhat tense? Relax the belly. And as you relax your abdomen, you find that even your breathing relaxes. By relaxing your abdomen, even your breathing becomes more relaxed. Now, lower back. Relax your lower back. Let's move to the chest, the rib cage. Feel the openness in your chest. Feel the relaxation in your chest. Upper back. Relax your upper back. All of these muscles we have been strengthening and training in the upper back, such as wall angels exercise we have started with. These muscles have been trained, have been exercised. Now we are relaxing them. Shoulder blades relaxed. Shoulders relaxed, falling down, touching the ground. Relax the upper arms, biceps, triceps. Relax. Elbows, relax elbows. Forearms, relax. Relax your lower arms, your forearms. Feeling heavy. Wrists, relax your hands, your upward facing palms and fingers. Good. Now, attention moves to the neck. Neck. Relax the neck muscles. Now, the head. Feel the head and the weight of your head. It is heavy. Let it be relaxed. Let it be heavy. Your head. Feel the center of your head or your brain, relaxing that as well. Relax your face, your whole face relaxed. Your face gets so relaxed that there is no expression left on the face. It is so relaxed. Or actually, the only expression there is in the face now is expression of relaxation. And again, feel your whole body. Your whole body is relaxed, more relaxed than before, and even more relaxed. You tell your body to relax even further, welcoming this feeling of heaviness, physical feeling of gravity, and you surrender to this gravity. You surrender to the earth, Mother Earth, feeling as if the body is sinking into the ground, into the loving embrace of the Mother Earth. And in this relaxation, we stay aware, observing how we feel now, how we feel within. And maybe in this relaxation, we can perceive the presence of our own self. Feel the presence of your own self. Feel that you are with yourself. Be with yourself. Continue in this awareness while I will chant one repetition of Gayatri mantra. It is a mantra for enlightenment. Om Bhur Svaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bharango Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Aware and conscious, our practice is slowly going to its end. When you feel ready, you can start moving your body, stretching yourself the way you feel. And when you are ready, you can sit again in the meditation pose. And I will get back to the phone to see. Have we had any comments? How do you feel? How do you feel now after the practice? Please write. Okay, so I congratulate those of you who are practicing. I know it requires effort, it requires time, it requires discipline to do this practice with me, whether you are here with me live right now or whether you are watching this video after. It does require your work on your part, your voluntary work, your time, your energy to do this along with me. But if you do this, then I congratulate you, because this is the way to grow. And each of those practices, each of those real yoga live sessions is an investment into yourself, because each class makes you better in different ways. I would also like to say that you are, even on the days when we have no classes, you can still practice. You have learned different practices we have already learned, and you can also go back and practice again. For example, previous yoga asanas class, or this one, or you can go to other video and practice some breathing. You can come back and watch again and practice along. Or you can simply, now that you know different breathing practices and meditation, you can involve this into your own individual practice. And this is what I wish to everybody is indeed practice. Do your homework, because this is what going to make the change. The more you do it, the more you invest into yourself, well, the more results you will have. Again, I'm reminding that if you want to take it more seriously, you can have your own little diary, such as I have here, where I write every day how much I have done, what I have done, how much time, total time of my practices that I measure to make it like in a way like a game for me, but also make me more accountable and also more inspired to practice. When you write every day down how many hours you have done, it makes you remember this, and the next day makes you more open and more easy, more inspired to practice. So that's one of these kind of little hacks to to become a better practitioner. Mm. Thank you for beautiful words, Augustas. Your calm voice really helps for your teachings. It helps to relax. I'm privileged and happy to hear this. I would say that my calm voice was probably not so calm in the past, but with this very same practices, with these pranayamas and these mantras, my voice has changed a lot. And thank you for the good words. Uh, Before ending, yes, I want to remind you that I am also giving one-on-one video calls, individual video calls that are paid. And if you want my guidance and more individual guidance for me to see how is your posture, what is the better asanas for you to practice regarding your current situation, regarding what you want, I can guide your practice better and help you in different ways in your life. We can have a video call. I make some money from this, which is good. You support my life and my family. That's one of the ways to go. Another way, if you want to have a really intense experience with with me and with spirituality, I give these shamanic retreats, which I have been giving for many years already. So if you want to come here to the jungle and go actually deeper into the jungle and spend 2 weeks with me, living in the nature, making the fire, I would, yes, I would make you learn how to make the fire and how to really connect with the jungle. But we are also going to drink those master plants, ayahuasca, San Pedro, which are very intense spiritual experiences that help us on our spiritual path. If you are ready for this, especially I would recommend people who already have some experience with meditation. These master plants can actually help you go deeper and get to know yourself in deeper ways. So I give this shamanic retreats. And also, I'm starting to give retreats also in the Virgin Jungle House, which don't has anything to do with master plants, because it is not master plants, and shamanic ceremonies are not for everyone. So I also give just basically immersion with Dolama mantas in the jungle, where it is good time to reconnect with yourself. And we are also going to do yogic practices and also explore the nature, the beautiful nature of the jungle. So if you want a more profound immersion into these practices, which we are doing here, you can come to my retreats in the jungle. If you want more information about that, go to my website dolamamantas.com. There I have more information about these retreats. Another way to support me is you can send me your money donations. Again, on my website I have details. You can send money to a bank account or even crypto if you want a way to support me, my mission, my life, my own challenges, which I also have. Being a father is actually an intense experience, and I need to make money. And if you support me on this, well, that helps me. That helps me in life, in my life, and I would be very also grateful as well. Another thing to say is that I'm starting this Telegram channel and Telegram group. So if you want to practice even more with me, this is a good place to go. In the description field on this video, I have added already my Telegram channel. You can go there. Okay, I'm live again. It stopped for a few seconds. Connection was lost. So you can come to my Telegram channel and also Telegram group, and this is where we grow as a community. We are going to share our, for example, our diary, our sadhana, spiritual yogic practice diary, how many hours we practice, and if you have questions, you can have them there. I want to make this more as a community so that we all support each other, and we can also feel more accountable and more motivated, and therefore join my Telegram channel and Telegram group. Well, I guess these are the things I wanted to say as we are ending this live. Is actually 1 hour and 52 minutes. Wow. uh, Getting serious, huh? getting getting longer. uh, so thank you for staying up to this moment. If you have stayed for these 2 hours, well, you are a legit yogi. Please give me those likes. Please write me some comments. This helps with these YouTube algorithms, whether it is live or it is after going live. This activity helps to grow this channel, which I want to reach more people, obviously. And if you feel that these practices has helped you, and if you feel better yourself, then why don't you want the same good benefits for your friends and your family? And if you share it, well, it is going to be good for everyone. My friends, we will end with 7 Om chanting, as these wasps are flying around my head and my eyes. So 7 Om chanting, which you already know how to do. And now, brothers and sisters, have a good day. Much love to you.